We've done 2 by 2 examples of finding the answer to a system of equations using row reduction. Now we're going to do the same thing but with a 3 by 3 matrix. So, 3 by 3 system, 3 by 3 matrix. First, let's make the coefficient and augmented column of the matrix here. Make sure you plug in the zeros. That's going to be the biggest issue here. That's why I kind of have those guys in yellow. Just kind of a reminder that those guys are there. Okay, your first step should be trying to get this bottom left guy to be 0. Okay, I got a couple different things I could do. What I am going to see though is that I already have a 0 in the left-handmost column, so I can make my life easier. I can just switch row 2 and row 3. No punishment by doing that. I can just make this a lot easier if I put that guy in the bottom row. That way I already have my 0 there without having to do any operations. Now though, I need to get the guy above that 0 to be a 0. Remember, I'm always going to work my way up before I work my way over. So, to be able to get this guy to eliminate here, circle what I want to eliminate, in order to be able to get that guy to eliminate, what I'm going to do is try to make it match with the row above it. So to do that, I need to make that -1 into a -3. So to do that, I'll multiply that row by 3. So I'll still have the same top row, and I'll still have the same bottom row. My middle row now will be -3, -3, 0, and -24. From there, I can now eliminate that variable. Again, looking at the same one to eliminate, I'm going to plug something into row 2 because that's where I want to eliminate. The way I do is with adding row 1 and row 2 together. So my top row, again, still the same. My bottom row, still the same. And my middle row now will be 0, -3, -2, and -25 when I add them together. Okay, I've now done that entire column. Now I need to make my way to the right. I need to eliminate this +1. To do that, I need to multiply that row by a +3. That way I will have a 3 and a -3 combined to work together. So everything else stays the same. The top 2 rows are the exact same. My bottom row now should be 0, 3, -3, and 15. From there, I need to add those 2 rows together. So that'll be adding row 2 and row 3 and plugging that into row 3. Again, row 3 because I need my 0 to occur right there. If it helps, circle that spot every time to make sure you know what you're trying to eliminate. So again, my top 2 rows are going to stay the same. 0, -3, -2, -25 in row 2. My bottom row now will be 0 plus 0 is 0. -3 and 3 is 0. -2 and -3 is -5. And -15 and, or -25 and 15 gives me a -10. Okay, as I push forward, I'm in row echelon form here. I should try to see first if I can eliminate anything easily with the guys above that column. I can't, so what I'm going to do is turn this into a 1 by dividing row 3 by -5. So I'll get 3, 0, -2, -1 because the top row and also the second row stay the exact same. My bottom row should now be 0, 0, 1, and 2. Okay? From here, I can go and need to eliminate going upwards. So I should eliminate this -2. Well, a way to do that, I could rewrite, I'd have to take this guy below it, and I have to multiply it by 2 to make this a 2. That way they would eliminate. Well, I can kind of make things a little bit easier myself and just multiply them right there. That way I can kind of go based off of this new row instead. And that way I might have a little easier time and not have to write out as many steps. So now with my new row, row 1 plus, I'll put it in even blue, my new row 3, I'm sorry, row 2 plus my new row 3, and I'm plugging into row 2 because that's what I want to change. Top row stays the same. Bottom row, I'm staying the same. My new row 2 should be 0, -3, -2 and 2 is 0, -25 and 4 is -21. Okay, from there I'm going to do the exact same thing but now with row 1. Well, same thing. I'm going to use 2 and 4, multiplying this bottom row by 2 again because that's what's going to allow me to eliminate this top right entry. So when I do that, I'm going to have row 1 plus row 3. Again, I'm plugging into row 1 now because that's what I want to eliminate. So I have 3, 0, and -2 and 2 gives me 0. -1 and 4 gives me 3. Middle row, 0, -3, 0, -21 still. and 0, 0, 1, and 2 in my bottom row. My last step is just to do my division in each one of the rows to make my pivot positions all equal to 1. So 1, 0, 0, to do that, divided by 3, so this guy will be now 1. Divide the middle row by -3, and I'll get 7. And divide the bottom row, well, it already was divided by 1, so 2. So my final answer should be x is 1, y is 7, and z is 2.